Good evening. Welcome to the Town of Tustin Planning Board meeting for August of 2026. We are going to jump right into a public hearing, so this will be a continuation of the last meeting. And we're going to have a public hearing on the Nick Santana 104 Main Street, which is a shops at Narrowsburg, for clarification for a change of use from a U occupancy to a B occupancy. And this is the garage unit that's in question. And so I guess I can open the floor for public comment on that, right?
Absolutely, and as always, it's public comment, it's directed to the board. It's not designed to be among the members of the public or debate. It's public comment. If anybody wants to be heard, now is the time.
And I should add at this moment, the applicant is not here, nor is his representative. Yes, sir.
For the benefit of people that haven't been at the last meeting,
Okay.
could you explain what you're addressing right now?
Okay, so at the shops on Narrowsburg, that's where the old Rasmussen building was. Okay, there is an occupancy downstairs in the lower level that's currently a garage, which is considered a U occupancy, which means it's for storage, that there is no occupant load for that. So they want to rent that, and they actually have it rented to a tenant. So it's technically right now it's in violation. So I did, we did, code enforcement reached out to them and told them that they need to come in front of the planning board to get that use changed. So that's what we're attempting to do tonight, is to change that use occupancy. And then once that's done, then the code enforcement will determine an occupant load for that, for how many occupants can be in that space. So, but as far as planning is concerned, it's just that everything in that building is under a special use permit. So that needs to be, those occupancies need to be reported. So that's basically, it's just changing into a business occupancy from what's considered a storage area.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So in essence, what you're saying is he's rented it out as a garage?
No.
No.
It's being rented out as a retail establishment. But the problem is that those occupancies were set and agreed to. And that was set up as a storage. So in order to operate that business legally in there, that use occupancy needs to be changed. So the planning board would need to approve that. And we'll vote on that. And we'll make the determination on whether or not it's approved or not based on that.
Because I'm a member of the Harrisburg Fire Department.
Mm-hmm.
He's been called many a time.
Yeah, well, and I understand where you're coming from. I'm not going to cut you off because I am also one of the code enforcement officers in the town. And I do have a memorandum of understanding with them. I've been working with Chief Casey on a safety plan, on an egress plan, an access plan. So I have a lot going on with that. They are actively working with us to address the issues that I've identified, because I am the fire code official for town of Tustin as well. So I have made a determination. I have developed a plan. I mean, I also have a lot of fire safety experience in my previous career. So I have worked with them. They are installing a Knoxville. So all the keys to all the occupancies will be inside that locked box. And like I said, I'm in direct communication with Chief Casey on this. We're working on it as we speak.
What I don't understand is what can you use that open space for? Many a time I've gone in there and there's a car always parked in that space.
Right, but that won't be the case anymore. It will be there's going to be a tenant in there who's working with some type of dried flowers. There's no open flame or anything in there. That she's drying some flowers. I don't know the exact details of what the business is, but there is a business going to be going into that occupancy, if there isn't already. I believe there is already.
I asked how you made that decision without knowing what's going to go into that space.
Well, the decision is based on the type of occupancy it is. It's considered a business occupancy, there's a mercantile occupancy, there's different levels of occupancies. And that determines the occupant load, how many people can be in that space. And this is beyond the planning. So this is not a planning, that's not a planning situation, that's a code situation, which I'd be happy to discuss with you, just not right at this moment. But yeah, that's how the determination's made. They make the application for what they want it to be. So for example, if they decided, and this is just a hypothetical, they wanted to make it some type of thing for an audience or something like that, you'd have to have an assembly occupancy. So that changes things very dramatically, because then you have to have other requirements, and there are requirements such as they're currently have an open permit, they're adding 2 bathrooms to the building to increase the number of occupants that can be in the building at one time. So, but yeah, like I say, that's all code related situation, like I say, and you know, as far as from a fire department standpoint, I suggest you speak to Chief Casey, because he's the one who's working with me directly on that.
I'm not for or against it,
Mhm.
but I was trying to figure out how you're gonna make the decision without knowing what's coming into that spot.
Oh, we do know what's coming into that spot.
already there.
It's already there, right?
So I asked you what it was,
It's a business occupancy. That's what it is.
but you can't tell what type of.
No, it's
Just say dry flowers.
just a dried flowers, basically. It's a dried floral. She makes dried floral arrangements. She's like an artist. It's like gonna become like a little bit of a gallery slash, you know, place where she might sell. That's what it is.
We have to
We need to open up
the close and then open up.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have, yeah, we're gonna, yeah.
unless there's any.
What determines the different zoning of the building? It's all one building, just
Right.
because it's below grade?
No, it's because there's multiple units in the building. Each unit has its own occupancy, what it is.
Okay.
So for example, like, you know, if you have somebody who's, you know, selling it's like a convenience store, that's a mercantile operation, you know, whereas if you have somebody who's, you know, has an insurance office, that would be a business occupation. So just the individual units have determined occupancies.
And at a point, we went through the entire building and pretty
Correct.
much.
And then we went through it,
labeled
then we went through it again.
Yes.
So, yeah, so everything's been, that's why we need to do this, but, okay, so I'm gonna, if there's no further public comment, I'm gonna make a.
Anybody up on Zoom who needs to. speak.
Yeah,
We don't
no, we have nobody on Zoom,
know. Okay,
okay,
The live audience.
so I entertain a motion that we close this public hearing.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposition? Okay, that motion carries. All right, so that public hearing is closed. So moving right along, we're gonna move into our next public hearing, which is for Stephen Gregoretti, 125 School Street, Narrowsburg, New York, for a subdivision. And, so basically yeah, I'm gonna open up that public hearing, and I'm gonna ask for public comment on that as well. So if anybody has any public comment related to the subdivision at 125 School Street.
You have your green certified letter. Thank you.
Thank you.
So the applicant has notified everybody who's within 500 feet of that location by certified mail. We have the receipts of that. Yes,
Can you tell us, what the purpose of the subdivision is?
well, I could let the applicant, would you like to? Yep,
You know where 125 School Street is? There's a tree line between the house and the upper yard. The applicant wants to make 2 lots. One will be around the house, and then the tree line, ballpark tree line will be another lot. So it'll be a lot above tree line and one where the existing house is.
Can you tell me what the purpose of the subdivision is gonna be?
Residential, if at this moment, there is nothing planned other than a 2-lot residential subdivision.
Okay, so, if I'm correct in interpreting what you said, the house down to, Bridge Street, on the back of the yard of the house would be
1 lot.
one lot, and that is that the, .82 or 83, whatever it is.
Mike, you come with that.
I'm sorry about that.
That's fair.
The 0.82 goes around the house. Want me to go over here or? Okay, here's the house. There's 0.82 acres. That's a ballpark for the tree line.
Right.
The trees are staying on the house.
Right.
This is the lawn.
Okay.
But I'll be done.
And the second one?
One, two. This is the yard that's up by the cemetery. This is the house.
Okay,
This is,
all right, all right. So there's nothing planned for this?
at this moment, we are planning a 2-lot residential subdivision. What they do in the future, that's not this.
Yeah, well, my question is if there's a plan for that.
As of this moment, not that I am aware of.
Okay,
It's
and
just a
you
2-lot, Mike Packer, I did the survey.
okay,
So as of now, it's a 2-lot subdivision. And they may or may not be planning a house, not, I don't know.
oh, the 0.42 acres or 0.43 acres, whatever that comes out to. I believe that's beneath the zoning.
Everything fell within this
Isn't the zoning a quarter of an acre?
15,000 square feet.
15,000, so that's more than a quarter of an acre.
Acres 43,560. So you divide that by 2, that'd be 22.
I'm the owner of that,
Oh, okay, nice. to meet
and
you.
my purpose is to just not sell, I want to sell the house. But I don't want to sell the lot.
Okay, is there a reason why you wouldn't sell a lot?
I want to hold on to it.
Yes, that's a good reason, but, I mean, do you have a plan for it?
No.
No. Well, the reason I'm questioning it is because at one point, the church, the local church, St. Francis Xavier, was interested in that to extend their, cemetery. And, just so I'm glad that you're here, because I want to make that known.
And I do know that.
Oh, you do know?
Yes,
Okay.
I have heard that, yes, and there is no plan other than to sell the house, but not sell that with it.
Okay.
That's the only plan at this point. If there was something else that I was thinking about with the property, I would tell you, but no, I want to sell the house and not sell that piece.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
And if they ever go forward with anything, would have to go through the standard permitting and all of that in order for anything to happen on.
Right,
that
and then
property.
that's when code enforcement makes the
Code
determination
enforcement.
about the zoning. So
And
it's
nothing-
premature to
The
do that.
reason I bring it up is because I do have property that contiguous somewhat to that piece.
Mhm.
And so I'm concerned as to what the plan might be to develop that.
Absolutely nothing. Other than to not let the new owners have it.
So what's the size of the total lot?
I'll defer to Mike on that.
18,785 square feet, 0.43 acres,
What did you say, how many acres?
0.43.
No, the whole lot, it's got to be subdivided.
Oh, what is it? 0.82, 0.43, add those up, what do you get? You asked me a lot of questions here.
1.2.
1.2.
1.2.
Still
So
do.
further down the road, if he's got a 0.43 acre. And he gets permission to put a house on that property, is this equitable to everybody else in the town?
Actually, it's bigger.
Going to be special preference?
No, it's actually larger than what's required.
I don't want to ask you that question.
No, it's, well, again, it would,
It's not premature to ask.
no. Don't put words in my mouth. That's not what I said.
Wait a second, I'm
No,
not putting words.
okay.
in your
All right, well, listen,
mouth.
here's, all right, so here's the situation. All right, so
I didn't
you-
come here to be bullied.
for that zoning district, he meets the requirements to put a home there, should he choose to.
1.43 acres.
Right, but that's determined at the time of the application. That comes in front of the code enforcement officer, he checks that and says whether or not that will be permissible or not. And if it doesn't, and he still wants to do it, he would have to go in front of the zoning board and try to obtain an area variance, which is very, very difficult to do. There's a high probability he wouldn't get an area variance if that was the case. So why I'm saying that's premature is that that is not affecting the subdivision, because he still has the ability to do the subdivision. And it's gonna be vacant land at this point, so that determination cannot be made at this point. Because what he's proposing right now is just just to divide the property and create this vacant lot. Which legally, there's no reason why you can't.
If I remember correctly, the zoning board indicated that they need a minimum of 5 acres.
Not every district's the
No.
same. Not every zoning district's the same, and again, again, we're putting the cart before the horse. There's no reason why he can't subdivide this lot. That's what we're talking about right now. He's not indicated he's making any plans to do anything, and that we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But right now, there's no reason why he can't subdivide this lot, provided that the board agrees with that. There's absolutely, he doesn't have any plans to share with me at this point. So again, there's no legal reason why he can't subdivide this property.
So in that zoning area is able to subdivide the property into smaller pieces. Is that what-
What I'm telling you, yes, is that parcel can be subdivided. Whether he creates a non-standard lot or doesn't, if it's not buildable at the time he chooses to do it, then it won't be buildable. So it's not, but that's a determination that gets made at that point.
Yeah, the requirements are different in each zoning district. It's like down on the flats, who has a 5 acre parcel down there? You don't, the houses are right next to each other.
This is actually for town, where the larger lots.
Mhm.
It's a half an acre is huge in downtown Narrowsburg.
It's beyond my comprehension.
On that note, I think we should close.
Yeah, I'll entertain unless there's any further comment, I'm gonna entertain a motion that we close the
No
public
one's
hearing.
kicked in on Zoom, we need to hear from, okay? I'll make a motion that we close the public hearing.
I'll second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, it carries me with the public meeting is closed. Okay, so moving right in, we're gonna move into the actual planning board meeting. So I would ask everybody to stand and join us in the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, so housekeeping, everybody has received the minutes from the last meeting. And, I did review them and they seem to be complete. If everyone agrees, I'd like to entertain a motion that we accept the minutes from last month's meeting.
Somebody was at that
Oh,
meeting.
okay.
should
Oh, okay. I will make the motion that we accept the minutes from the last meeting.
Can I get a
I'll second
second?
it.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
I will abstain, having not
Okay,
been present.
Okay.
that's fair. We appreciate that.
Thank you, Mike.
Okay, any opposition to this? Otherwise, then that motion carries. Okay, so, I see that we have not received any correspondence. Is that correct, Amy?
That is correct.
Okay, well, we can move right into old business, which we really can't move into old business with as far as Nick Santana, because the applicant is not here.
And
So-
we did not receive.
And we did not receive a speaker either, so we're gonna have to jump right into Steve.
Okay.
Okay,
Are we just going to table that, or
but yeah, we're gonna have table that, yeah.
Okay.
why
because-
don't I make a motion? that we table?
All right, yeah, that sounds like a good idea, right? Because I'm gonna have to reach out to them and
Next
find out what's going on.
I'll second that.
Okay, all in favor of
Aye.
tabling that?
Aye.
Any opposition to that? Okay, that motion carries. All right, so then we could move into the subdivision.
Yep.
All right, so, do you have the,
Mine.
oh, you have the, oh, you gave them already, sorry. I'm all over the map today.
I'm just listening, trying to feel my way through your
Right.
way.
Yeah, no, I hear you. Let me know when you find it, so I can join in, so, all right, so is there any board comment on this subdivision?
Well, we have, heard some comments from the public. I think
Right.
they've been duly noted, but.
Yes.
And I think also duly addressed. No, I don't see any reason why we cannot proceed.
Right, okay, so, in that case, I'd like to entertain a motion that we approve this subdivision.
I'll make that motion that we approve the subdivision.
And I'll second it.
Right, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Okay, so that's done.
All right, next question.
Okay,
You signed tonight?
Yes, I can, but if you wouldn't mind, let me finish up. I got another applicant. and
Well,
then-
I just
Yeah,
curious.
yeah, no,
I'm
we'll-
trying to
we
get
can,
my
we can get that done tonight. Yes, absolutely. You have a Mylar, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
perfect, yeah, okay.
all right. Then we have new business.
Okay, so we have new business, and we have an application from Janet Nidek. And Janet, okay. Just for, and this is not your fault, just the form that was sent to you, it only indicates your mailing address, but can you state your address that you're doing this at for the record?
154 Blind Pond Road.
154 Blind Pond Road, so we have that, thank you. I did look it up today, but we are gonna be changing that form because it's nice and everything, but I'd like to know where you're actually doing this. So, okay, so, and we do have maps, which I think, Amy, you have the map, right?
The only map I have is what's attached to the application.
That's all we have.
Okay,
You like that?
The rest
Look at?
more of a-
yeah, that's fine.
Look at mine,
Yeah.
go right ahead.
Yeah, if otherwise, I'll just pass it. I don't know why copies weren't made of this, but,
I have 3 or 4 of them.
okay, yeah, so I'll just show this to everybody so you could see what we're doing here. We're just combining these two lots, all right? And this is on Blind Pond Road. Mhm.
Oh,
Oh, here's the copy.
Okay, the copies are here. all
Here
right.
you go.
All right. So
I'll
we're
take
good.
mine back. When you get a moment, those are mine. Okay, there we go.
They were, yeah.
They were available.
They were available, yeah, did you get it? You did, I thought you did, yeah, okay, I don't know why, all right.
I'm good. I'll wait for my copy to get back with my notes, but I'll look at it. There you go. You need one, John? You got it?
John, you need one for your records, or you?
Oh, those,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'll give you one. Thank you. Okay. Did you get yours back yet?
No, don't worry about it. Ken's looking at it.
Oh,
Don't
Ken's
worry
looking
about
at
it. That's fine.
Well, you
I'm
might
good.
not get it back then.
Oh,
but
well, that's okay. Ken can keep it. There you go.
Okay, any board comment?
Just one quick question, which is not immediately evident from what we have in front of us. I'm assuming you are the owner of both lots.
I am.
Yes.
Okay.
That's
So
been
there's
determined.
no question
No,
here
it's been
of like, we're
determined,
not
and, yeah, she did fill out an application, and
giving-
asked all the
taking
special
somebody else's
questions,
lot.
and,
We're
yeah,
not giving anything
Pending
away.
it.
Okay.
right.
All right, good.
All right, that's
That's
not, as I said, self-evident, but needed. to
Yeah, and
be
I did. put
Always.
this-
stated.
the sheet. Okay. All right.
Do we need to formally read the lot improvement answers, or can we just accept them?
I believe we can accept it. Can I just have that for 1 second, Mike? There was one that I didn't have an answer on. Okay, so on the last question, it was not answered, and I just want to ask you tonight so we can get it. So all combined, both of the combined lots are lien free, right? And so, okay, so that's fine. That's all I need to do. Would you mind if I answer this question? Yes?
Sure.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Go right. Go right.
Hey,
And-
I'll donate it to the cause.
And even that is not, as a
Yeah,
matter of
that's not
fact,
even-
that's not, and it's not even a question that's a yes or no question.
Right,
So, yeah,
that's
that form is, that's why you didn't answer it. No, exactly. So, all right, that's fine.
Look at that, I'm like, okay.
Oh, we've established that on public record that it's
Okay.
lien free. So, all right, if there isn't any further comment, I'd like to entertain a motion that we accept this.
I'll make a motion that we accept and approve the lot combination.
And get a second.
I'll second it.
Okay, all in favor?
I,
Okay, any opposition?
no,
Okay, so that carries. Well, you're done with that, all right, and, so whatever we need to do with that, we'll.
oh, well, yeah, we'll.
I think the assessor has to do something. Ken, would you know what the next
Well,
step?
yeah, I'm just confused. We're not doing this as a lot line adjustment.
No, it's a combination.
Just,
Yeah, and I don't think it even really, I think it's between the assessor and me,
if
but,
it's just a tax lot combination,
yeah,
forever, it was never an issue when you wanted to combine, you just went to the assessor. But for some reason now, it's not the assessor's office that's doing this, the county real property tax services has been asking for like the planning boards to give their imprimatur. There's really no jurisdiction or.
no,
authority
I
for
didn't
that.
think so.
Okay,
I didn't think so.
But as long as our assessor is okay with it, I mean, it doesn't look, you're combining a lot, they both have road frontage, I mean, there isn't any reason to say no.
Right,
okay.
But I don't know what the jurisdiction is to say yes either.
right, I guess, no, and I believe that, from what I'm understanding, it's the assessor and the planning board chair, and I, you know,
Yeah.
I brought it in front of the board,
It's fine.
but I don't think,
Because I've
Yeah.
seen this in other towns where the assessor wanted to do a lot combination, tax parcel combination. And the county has come back and said, well, just,
yes, yeah,
we want something from the planning board saying it.
my personal planning board consultant told me that it's between myself and the assessor, and we just make that happen, so, but it has gone in front of the planning board, we did approve it, so.
Back and forth with Peggy, and she knows what's happening, so.
Okay, yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, I know one thing for sure, you can't do it without Peggy.
Yeah.
I don't think, I don't believe legally you need this board to say, okay,
right.
but I know you can't accomplish it without Peggy saying, okay.
But I didn't want this to, I didn't want this to be the hang up, so I made you go through it, unfortunately, but that's, Sure.
It doesn't show it on here, but isn't there a body of water? On the,
Actually,
does the pond have a name?
no.
Oh, it doesn't. Okay.
I can show
All right.
you. on a
Yeah, I see
bigger-
it. I see
Yeah,
it,
and
yeah,
this is, the pond comes
Okay.
into the.
Yeah,
5.5
yeah,
acre lot.
yeah. okay.
I don't think it has a name.
okay,
No, it has nothing to do with it.
No
I was
name
just
pond.
interested if it had a
No
name.
name pond, there you go.
I mean, we could take a petition, you know,
No, it's okay.
Yeah. I mean, personally, Pete wants to name it the Angeles Pond, but I.
No, no.
All right, anyway.
Looks like a raven's head to me.
No, let's not do that. Exactly. Okay,
Raven's head.
so we're not,
Yeah.
we're not setting any public hearings,
No.
and,
No
so,
public hearing.
any final board comment on anything? And, let's move on to the meeting reminder, can you help me with that?
I
Amy?
will help you with that.
Okay, yeah, Mike, you do your standard preamble on that.
Yeah. September 22nd.
September 22nd will be the next meeting, which means that the deadline for submissions 2 weeks in advance will be September 8th. That's the
Fantastic.
cutoff for any material that anybody wants the board to review at the September meeting.
Fantastic. All right, folks, you
Comes
heard
a
it.
little
from here.
earlier next month because of the way the calendar cut
Right.
this year.
Of course.
And someone will get a hold of,
Well, I'll
Send that.
reach out, I'll
Okay.
figure out what's going on
Okay.
with that.
because that may be on the agenda. again.
Yeah, and, you know, the last time he said he didn't know he was on the agenda, but this time he did know, so I don't know, so
Okay.
we'll figure that out, so. All right, so if there's nothing else, I'd like to entertain a motion that we adjourn,
I'll make that motion that we adjourn this meeting.
okay? I need a second, folks,
I'll second it.
okay? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, that's it.